Smith thing, Joe Smith thing, and then
you know what? The thing about it, maybe just
and
just give our input on it, just as far as like
what about the God.
no, just our thoughts on your. The thing about it, what you got to watch the whole thing because it's really about her trying to do the Kim Kardashian thing. That's what she's trying to do.
Gotcha.
It's all about publicity. If you watch her interview,
Right.
it's about her having to come up.
Okay.
Because Joe used to be an NBA player.
Right.
Made, I think, over $60 million. But through bad investments,
right,
girls, spending, bad spending habits, he's broke, right? Money is tight. So she really making it. She got like 4 or 5 businesses, maybe 6 or 7. And it's all on her. Well, not all on her, but
right.
So she's trying to make that cheddar. And how can you increase? How can you increase your publicity? Well, sometimes her being a former star,
Right. So she was in the porn industry.
Yes.
That's just almost like what's his name? That just had was in this whole nest. Zion Williams.
Oh, the basketball Zion Williamson.
Williamson.
Yeah.
Zion Williams. Yeah, whatever. Williamson. Whatever. Zion William. Whatever. Yeah, him. Remember he was getting all that issue, and then he had the stripper was putting out stuff saying, "Hey, you guys need to fire him. I have a sex tape with him and stuff like that."
No, I didn't really follow him on that one.
That was happening. He ended up getting a stripper pregnant.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And she trying to ruin his basketball career.
But I mean,
trying to write to the general manager or whatever, talking about y'all need to get rid of him.
Really?
So on and so forth. Yeah, it was a whole drama about that. I don't know what these basketball players are like. To me, it's like I don't know if they have bad self-esteem that they're like, damn, yo, I don't know why they want to date a stripper.
I think it's just like, I dated a stripper, so I know. It's just something it's excitement,
right?
And I'm sorry, exotic dancer is different from a porn star.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Well, exotic dancer is different from a porn. That's true.
Yeah, because the body count different.
I don't know, man. Oh, the body count different.
The body count is a little different.
That's true.
That's true. And so like it's a little bit different. Like it's like a dancer,
right?
Who wears either like no clothes, and or like a bathing suit or no top, versus a girl who actually gets guys who actually penetrate.
Right.
What are you okay with?
So let's see. So you dated a stripper. What was the or you dated a stripper or not a porn star. You dated a stripper. What was the appeal to that?
Well, she was, I was younger. She was good looking. I had fun with her.
Well, let's go back. How did you guys meet?
This is not about this is not about me.
No, I was just curious though, because it is relevant. How did you guys meet?
We're not going into that.
How did you guys meet?
We're not going into that. It's like me asking you, have you dated somebody before Kate?
Nah, it's not the same.
Yeah, it is the same. If I get
you mentioned that you dated strippers.
All I wanted you to know was the relevance as far as like it's the difference between exotic dancer and a porn star.
I said NBA players a thing, and you were like, yeah, I've dated strippers too, and I was like, oh, you have.
But it wasn't about just trying to. The thing is, it's just excitement. They fun, something interesting, something different. That's all.
Something different. So okay.
Than the normal, hey, a girl who works at, I don't know, a coffee shop or something, or the office.
Is it close to a girl that works at Hooters and whatever? Does it get the same appeal?
I don't know. No, I never dated.
No, I'm saying
I wouldn't know.
They get the same type of appeal. They get the same type of attention.
It's different. It would have to be different. It would have to be super different.
I don't know.
Almost on the same level, but it's a little bit different because.
Well, it all depends. They could be just the girl that passed out drinks and just not the girl that's stripping. So it could be on the same level. Think about it.
Could be
because the waitresses kind of get the same attention that the probably the girls at the strip joint that walk around. I don't know, they call them bar girls or something. I don't know what they would call them.
Yeah, bar girls.
Or the girls at the clubs that do the same thing. The bar girls at the clubs.
Yeah,
that type of pill. Okay, so no, but my whole thing is I don't understand. They're making all this money, and it's like, bro, you're getting hit up by models. You're getting hit up by celebrities, actors, things, people that are on your level, even athletes are getting hit up by other athletes. So it's like, why would you?
I would say the foundation. You know, it's usually the foundation. Usually, how you grew up,
I guess.
a lack of something.
Well, it could be the culture. You're right. Could
Uh,
be the stripper culture, and since the NBA is predominantly black, so that's kind of like the pimp, the hose, that type of culture is the rap, the hip hop. So
yeah,
maybe they're
yeah. It could, yeah, the music, like you said. But I think when you really get into it, it's it's the mental of like the mentality of the person who's actually, that you sometimes you be lacking something.
okay.
You could be lacking. You can be lacking as far as you can be lacking confidence, and you think this is, for some reason,
Right.
getting a stripper could make you feel like it could build your confidence, even though it sounds crazy.
Which is crazy because the stripper to me is like everyone can test drive that everyone's seen it's like the modern day Instagram in a sense. I mean, everybody can see what you're working with
Yeah, but
and get a lap dance for
let
a
me
certain price.
let me flip it though. So yes, you're paying for the moment, but you don't really have her.
Pay for the moment, really. However, you talking about? Dude, that all depends, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I get what I get it.
Because you're paying for the moment, but it's
It's
like, do you then the person that's even dating her, do they truly have her, or does she have a price? You know what I mean? Like,
well, just because a person dances doesn't mean that like it's just a job. It could be just a job for them. Like, it makes quick money.
I don't know.
You don't agree? So
I gotta know. I gotta know how many successful
let- let-
relationships there are out there that people that have dated exotic
so
dancers, both male and both female. I'm talking
so
about exotic dancers on each side of the
so you
spectrum.
going like two steps further. Like you going to, like, is there going to be a long term benefit, a long term goal? Is it going to be where we have wife and kids, or why? Why does someone date one? What's the benefit of dating one?
It's like, not even that. It's just for your mental health. Like, could someone date a person that essentially sells their body for, on any level, sells their body for profit? So, like, how they say people have a number. Everyone has a price. I mean, that's literally what it is. You have a price. So it's like, hey, it, even if it's not something that's sexual, even if you're like, yo, even if you have an agreement with your mate and you're like, okay, cool, just don't get any lap dances outside of the place. I don't care how much they offer you. And it could be like legit like that, but the fact that it's like, yo, I'll give you $1,000 just for you to lap dance at this hotel. Nothing nothing kinky or nothing, but that's what I'll pay you. And let's say the dancer's like, damn, I don't have to split it with the club. I don't have to da da da. Get 1,000 profit, even though they're putting themselves in a situation where it could be dangerous or their
So
partner may not want. I'm just saying, like, we all have a price, figuratively and literally.
so you saying just because a person is a dancer,
Right.
their price is
Their price would be anything that has to do with sex, like dancing, whatever. Like, that's their price. So they're in sales.
I get it.
They're in
I get what you're
sales.
saying, but
Right.
you just also said that everybody else has a price too.
No, I'm saying we all have a price. We all
Okay.
have a number. We all have something that we would either say yes to or something we'll say no to. So let's say, for instance,
The only difference between them and you or someone else is that you know it. Like, you know what they do for a living versus
right,
somebody who's behind the scenes who you wouldn't think that would do something like that.
right. But I'm saying that's their thing. So here's the thing: someone's going to always approach them. The chances of someone in real estate getting approached for something that's inappropriate it's probably very slim. Versus someone that this is your business, you're an exotic dancer, or you're even a porn star, and someone's giving you uh, uh, a proposal or something, or to do something that's outside of your place of work. It's going to be high chances because it's like it's not awkward. It's like, here's the numbers. Do you want this?
I hear what you're saying, I bet that happens all the time.
Right, right.
But I don't believe every girl does that all the time.
I'm not to say every girl. I'm just saying it's not every. And like, here's what I'm saying: it's not every girl. I'm saying men too. So
Mhm.
anybody in that business, for them to me, it would be it'd be something that's frequent.
Why?
Why what? So
Why?
someone
Why?
that's
Why?
dancing with them,
Why?
someone that asks for a lap dance could be asking for their phone number.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Someone that can be dancing can be asking, "Hey, I got the private bachelor thing. You want to do it?"
Most likely, they get asked that all the time. And
Right.
what have you ever been with? Have you ever been with a? Okay, well, I can't ask you these questions because you're with Kate. But have you ever been with a girl? Well, I've been with girls, you know, and I've been with some really hot girls,
Right.
and I've been with average girls, and I've
Hmm.
been with girls who are not. And I had a hot girl, and even when I was with her,
Right.
guys trying to get at her with her.
Right. And that's anybody.
So when you say like they work at a strip club and the chances of them getting asked though for $1,000 to go do something here and there, yeah, that happens all the
Right.
time.
Right. Right.
But it doesn't make a difference if it's. I mean, it makes a difference because the job they're in. But I'm saying it's gonna happen
But
whether they have clothes on or not.
more likely, but you got to think about the environment. So this is happening in a high sexual environment.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The chances of it being very inappropriate, but it's appropriate because of this the environment, is is likelier than it happening her being a real estate agent or her being a teacher and so on and so forth. So that's going to be kind of awkward for someone to be like, "Hey, I was just thinking, I know you teach and all, but I got 500. You want to do this lap dance at this?" You know what I mean? It would be hard for them to be inappropriate. They might say, "Hey, do you want to go out for coffee or something like that?"
So
But
so
other than saying, "Hey, do you want to," for them to get to someone to get them to a situation where they have to take off their clothes and for money, it's kind
okay.
of like, come on, that's not the part. That's not their business. You know what I mean?
So look.
Er,
So look. Since we're talking about this
Right.
about strip clubs and girls and money, so I took a girl to a strip club before. Right.
Okay.
I took a few girls to a strip club before.
All
Right.
right. Yeah.
All right. I got her a lap dance. Right. The girl I was with. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, girls love girls, especially hot girls love hot girls.
Depends. But
Oh,
yes, Jennifer.
yeah.
It all depends on the person. But yes.
You been to a strip club before?
Yeah, I've been to strip club before,
So
but
you ever been there with a girl?
uh, Carter and I went with a bunch of friends, so it wasn't like that.
Okay,
That had a girl in the mix.
so I was with a hot girl, and the girl who I got to dance for her was a hot girl too,
Right.
right? And sure enough, the girl who was the dancer asked, "Do we want to go to a private room?"
Right.
Me, her, and her and the girl I was with, right?
Mhm.
And I said, "Well, how much we talking about?" And she said 1,000.
To do what? No, for you to pay them 1,000.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
for
okay.
me to pay them 1,000.
To do
So
a lap dance?
I don't know what is included.
I don't know what's unless there's bottle popping.
I didn't ask. I didn't say, well, what's included for the
Right,
$1,000.
right, right, right.
But she wanted to take us to a more private room, me and
Okay.
her, and I don't know what the 1,000 included, but it made me think like, so the girls you talking about in the club who get offered, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
I think that yeah, it's possible girls get offered that kind of money all the time, but
Right.
I think that some girls are able to discern who can do what, when, where, and they
Right.
have the power to
Right.
make decisions on their own. I don't think they're all going to be gullible to go do that for that money every time.
No, but if they're money hungry, so if you're motivated by money, you pretty much,
Well,
I mean, you're acceptable to things.
yeah, sure, of
You know
course.
what I mean? But I didn't. I'm just saying, there are they having indecent proposals? Yes, all the time.
All the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So if you have someone that's about their money and hey, I got to make my money, da 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 da, da, it's gonna be, to me, I think it's gonna be easier for them to be tempted to do things that are outside of the relationship.
But it depends on your girl. It
Yeah, it
depends on
depends.
you.
No, I'm saying.
I mean, your girl. I mean,
But it'd be tough. I mean, but that's what I'm trying to say as far as the NBA players. Why would they sit there and think their loyalty is going to be with someone that's just an exotic dancer and still dancing after they met him? Like, here's the thing. Yeah, they probably throw it on him because they're in love with him, whatever. But, the women are like giving him the best whatever they've had. So these guys are probably have never been either have never gotten the attention like that, or
Could
it's
be.
an older woman. They're like, oh my God, inexperienced with certain things. Are
So
probably like, I'm in love. I'm
so
enthralled by this.
so when Joe met Keisha,
Okay.
she wasn't dancing at the time. Like she was like they had that conversation.
She wasn't dancing at the time?
I'm sorry, she wasn't. I'm sorry, not dancing. We were talking about dance. She wasn't doing her porn anymore, and she wasn't gonna do that anymore.
Yeah. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because he said he didn't. He from what I understand, what he said, he when he met her, he didn't ask her about that stuff. Like he didn't ask her what she did for a living, and then he like Googled her or whatnot and seen something pop up, and then he had that conversation.
right.
And then from what he said, he's not. He said he's the type of person where he doesn't, he lets things go, where
Right.
he doesn't like hold, because people have past. Everyone has their past, so he's like, I'm assuming from the way he depicted the conversation. Hey, you used to do this.
Right.
Are you gonna continue doing it or not? And she was like, no, I'm moving on from that, because actually what she loves to do is sing. She actually wanted to be a singer.
Oh, she's singing.
Why?
Singing.
Hey, why is that?
Oh, she's singing all right.
Hey, why is he laughing?
She's
Listen.
singing gospels.
Hey, listen. Hey, did you know Jamie Foxx wanted to be a singer before he started doing the acting?
Jamie, of course, Jamie Foxx. Yes, I knew that.
But you know that. But
I know he didn't want to work at Chippendales.
But I'm just saying, he started out acting and doing comedy, right? But he wanted to be a singer. So everyone has to get their ride somewhere. I mean, well, I'm sorry. Everyone has to.
That's funny. Yeah, exactly.
No pun intended, though.
No pun intended. Yeah.
But everyone has a vehicle to get where they want to be sometimes, and it's not always the straight path. It could be a roundabout, left, right. It could be wherever. But she wanted to get where she wanted to go, so